Hey, friends. Back to my channel. Today, a thrill-packed horror film See Ready to Scream. Let's talk about how well the script is inspired by a Swedish dude who thought he was making a short horror clip, but ended up tripping the entire world. He poured his heart and $200 into a 3-minute horror short, and boom, see, it blew up in just days. It caught the eye of a horror master, who promptly threw $5 million at David Sandberg to adapt it. See Choche. You might not know David, but you've definitely seen his other film, Annabelle creation. Who would thought this Berg dude could whip out lights out with just a desk lamp and his phone, turning into a directing superstar overnight? Incredibly, it cost $4.9 million to make and raked in $150 million. See, all thanks to that broke but creative horror style. Using UV lights instead of pricey effects and creating that airy vibe with a red phone light. See, the ultimate budgeting hack. Even the lead shabby apartment was filmed in a real spot in LA, and those wall cracks. They were the pre-made horror. When you see Mom Sophie chatting with thin air and little bro Momo trembling in the closet, don't overthink, don't assume it's just great acting. See, David had kid act to spend 30 minutes alone in the dark to get the feel. See, mostly fear. Our leading lady, Talisa, practiced CPR for 3 months to make her falls real while chased by ghosts. Okay, enough chit-chat. See, let's get to the good stuff. Dad gets a call from his son, urging him to rush home. He says, "There's something weird at home, I don't want to stay." Dad's about to panic. So, he decides to race home, unaware that what Junior 8 has already set its sights on him. As the secretary checks the stock, hallway lights go out. Classic movie moment. She frantically waves to turn on the light, but then the clothes on the rack start swaying like they're saying hello, feeling mildly ghostly. At this moment, she's blissfully unaware of the danger lurking until she turns off the light and boom, see, a woman appears in the dark, totally giving her the heebie-jeebies. She dashes to Tim's office, but he's too busy chatting with clients to notice. See, just her luck, right? With no other choice, the secretary tells him to be careful leaving. See, she thinks this mysterious visitor in the stockroom. Just as is heading home, he spots a woman in the hallway and thinks it's his secretary at first. But she doesn't respond, making him feel like he just stepped into a horror novel plot. His girlfriend, overhearing the conversation at the doorway, realizes with a shock that things have just become extremely serious. Luckily, and quickly spots the ghost's weakness and rushes back to his office. See, but wait, she just flipped off the lights. Game over. Now, it's a no-escape situation. Meanwhile, little Momo is still waiting for Dad to come home. See, it's like he's in a horror movie. Momo notices his bedroom door is open, thinking Dad's finally back, and cautiously opens it, quaking like a little bunny. But to his surprise, Mom is chatting with something in the dark, and his curiosity peaks right up. He asks Mom what's going on, and she replies, "Did we disturb your rest?" See, and his heart drops. He hadn't seen anything, but as he turns to leave, he spins back to his bedroom like he just saw a ghost. He notices the doorknob is turning. See, freaked out, he wraps himself in his blanket like a burrito, totally classic horror movie moment. The next day, his sister Saori gets a call from the teacher, rushing to find Momo and take him home. Momo mentions he has been sleeping well lately and wants to crash at his sister's place for a bit. He brings up a lady named Diane at home, and his sister's face instantly turns into a complicated emoji. When Mum sees her daughter after a long time, she's not too thrilled. See, clearly, things are a bit awkward. Meanwhile, Momo heads upstairs to pack, glancing back occasionally like someone's been following him. As he passes by Mum's room, he hears strange noises, and it sounds like something's totally off. Mum and sister are having a spat over family issues. It's like an episode of Family Feud. Saori decides it's best to take Momo and bounce to their dad's place. See, it's chaos city around here. Saori thinks taking her brother home will solve everything, but little does she know that Shadow shows up at her place. Saori assumes it's just her brother playing around at the door, but the shadow keeps popping in and out, giving her the creeps. She moves slowly towards the bed, but the moment she turns her head around, the other person's gaze is fixed intently on her. See, it's as if she has been transported into a horror movie scene all over again. As she flicks on the light, poof, see, the thing vanishes, and she breathes a sigh of relief. The next day, the teacher shows up for Momo, stating he is to live with Mom or they'll send him to Child Protective Services. In the end, Momo has no choice but to follow the teacher. See, it's truly a heart-wrenching drama overload. Saori heads back to the house to clean up, but finds something odd beneath the mat. See, she's got to check it out. She lifts the mat and sees the name Diana pop up, and suddenly her childhood memories rush back. Turns out, when Saori was little, Diana tortured her too, lurking in the dark. See, talk about being kindred spirits. Finally, Saori believes her brother's truth and decides to look for the stash hidden in the attic. Luckily, their mum's not around, making it much easier, and she quickly gets to the attic only to find the phone lines all yanked out. On the wall hangs a photo of young Diana, and Saori has an epiphany. Then she uncovers hidden documents.